Okay, welcome to week 14. So we're almost done. I have to check on when our semester actually ends. I have down that you'll take the final exam next week, but I think you might have some additional time. So I will find out before next week and let you guys know. So this week you're going to read chapter 16, domestic policy. That may seem like a dry subject, but I really encourage you to read the chapter because domestic policy is what hits us in our pocketbooks. It hits it's everything. It is how the government decides what sort of economic policy we're going to have. If we're going to have more of like Milton Friedman's free market economics, or if we're going to have Keynesian economics. And Keynesian economics were employed by FDR during the Great Depression, after the stock market crash of 1929. And they're based on a theory of economics that says that government working with private enterprise can be beneficial to the economy. And a lot of the New Deal policies were Keynesian in nature, where Milton Friedman, his free enterprise theory of economics, government's out. Government's just in the way, creating problems. So two very different strategies, but they affect things the government does. Also, domestic policy, Medicare, Medicaid, the Federal Reserve, they set the interest rate. If you want to buy a house, a car, if you want to borrow money of any kind, or if you have borrowed money, you understand the interest rate affects the amount of money you have to pay back. They raise it in times of inflation to try to prevent things like the Great Depression. So I really encourage you to read this chapter. It sounds dry, but read it because it is affecting you. Domestic policy is affecting you every day, every moment. And it also talks about policy analysis, policy analysts and their role. And many of you exhibited characteristics of excellent policy analysts, especially with the reflection assignment dealing with the question of whether Hawaii should be given back to its native people. So I encourage you to read this chapter. Policy analysis might be in the future cards for some of y'all. Okay, and then we have a reflection assignment, and I will get the final exam study guide posted this week. Please turn in any late assignments. I don't penalize at all as far as points, but when they tell me grades are due on this day, grades are due on this day, and I'll find out what that day is so that you know. But be working. Even small, steady efforts, 30 minutes a day, can make a huge difference and help you be victorious. All right, thank you. Bye.